Healthcare consumers currently run into daunting challenges and obstacles when they are trying to choose the wellness and healthcare activities, services, and products that best fit their individual needs and preferences. Applez2Applez solves these challenges and helps navigate the obstacles with a comprehensive and easy-to-use consumer healthcare decision support platform. The most valuable and powerful of the comprehensive and competitive advantages that Applez2Applez puts at the disposal of healthcare consumers include: first, automated recommendations. Applez2Applez delivers explicit, customized, and personalized recommendations to healthcare consumers with fully supportive statistical analysis explaining precisely why these recommendations were made. Health event management is the fully closed-loop process that optimally guides the consumer through these recommendations and back to wellness after a health event that requires medical attention and action. Second, user control prioritization. The healthcare consumer has complete control of all of the criteria used by the Omni Decision Support Recommendations engine, including prioritization, separately prioritizing and weighting the different characteristics, features, and functions that define each healthcare and wellness activity, service, and product. Target profile, selecting only those consumers that have experience with a specific activity, service, or product, and who fit the demographic and buying behavior profile defined by the healthcare consumer. And life cycle management, all the different phases of the life cycle of a health event or wellness and healthcare activity, service, and product can be defined and controlled. Examples of these different life cycle phases include pre-purchase, investigation, purchase, and post-purchase service. Third, proactive and preemptive decision support. The main goal of Applez2Applez is prevention, to identify opportunities for the consumer to improve their wellness, taking into account their preferences and success experiences of their chosen demographic and buying behavior groups. The Omni engine uses statistical regressions to model and project the changing trends in consumer satisfaction with these healthcare activities, services, and products in which the individual consumer is interested. Consumers are then alerted on any home or mobile device of their choice when these trends reach the level of change that the individual consumer has identified as worthy of his attention. The Omni engine then generates a new proactive set of recommendations. This dynamic process helps consumers keep ahead of the curve in those healthcare areas that are of most interest and importance to them. It also better prepares them to take maximum advantage of emerging opportunities to improve their wellness and save money in the process. Fourth, daily tidbits and proactive alerts. In addition to providing explicit recommendations, the Applez2Applez Omni engine also alerts healthcare consumers about emerging trends in the healthcare and wellness marketplace. The alerts are always directed relatively to the consumer's target profile, interests, and needs. The frequency of these alerts and their time frame is controlled by each consumer individually. Fifth, learning quizzes. Applez2Applez incents health consumers to test their knowledge about those wellness and healthness activities, services, and products in which they are most interested and which would have the most positive impact on improving their level of wellness. These quizzes, which are an integral part of the innovator's game that will be described in the next video, provide the following benefits. Consumer awareness informs each healthcare consumer individually about the best practices in specific healthcare and wellness areas of most interest and importance to them. Consumer retention. Delivered as a fun game, these best practices have a much higher chance of being retained and acted upon by the consumer than those delivered in a more common form of text-based communication. Consumer follow-up. The consumer has the opportunity to secure additional insight and positive actions by following the links specific to the quiz topic directly to the sponsoring healthcare ecosystem company or its partners. Corporate marketing. Analysis of this rich consumer quiz data will provide healthcare ecosystem companies with awareness gaps. Companies will better understand the gaps in consumer understanding of best practices, both current and projected. Acquisition and retention focus. Companies will be able to refine their sales and marketing strategies to take advantage of this knowledge. And consumer knowledge-based focus. Companies will be able to adjust their custom information and interaction focus to proactively improve consumer understanding of best practices in those wellness and healthcare areas where it is most likely to create the greatest savings in healthcare costs and the most complete wellness. Sixth, the innovator's game. Applez2Applez secures the quantified experiences from healthcare end consumers through the use of the innovator's game, which puts fun into the information sharing and gathering experience. This information is taken from three complementary perspectives. First, importance, that the consumer places on each characteristic, feature, or function of the activity, service, or product. Satisfaction, the level of satisfaction in their experiences with each of the above. And improvement, the level of improvement that the consumer would want to see in each of these characteristics, features, and functions in order to recommend them to a friend or repeat the process. This improvement perspective provides immensely important insight into prioritizing future modifications to existing ecosystem company activities, services, and products. It also helps identify new areas of potential opportunities where competitors' solutions are poorly rated. Consumers provide the information by using simple sliding bars to record their experiences about specific healthcare and wellness activities, services, and products. The system then automatically translates and quantifies the position of these sliding bars to generate the consumer behavior models. The innovator's game offers consumers different incentives to come back, play, and to continue to provide and share information on activities, services, and products. Discounts for ecosystem companies' activities, services, and products. Reward points to secure Applez2Applez services not available with the base membership. Game status for rewarding frequency and quality of shared information. The more times the consumer shares these experiences, the more they can climb the ladder of innovation success. These accomplishments are highlighted and profiled in their trophy room. The innovator's game, like the consumer decision support solution itself, can be played or experienced by individuals, families, teams, organizations, or any other aggregate grouping. This team play, along with the healthcare ecosystem company sponsorship, will facilitate Applez2Applez achieving viral growth and acceptance in the healthcare marketplace and touch and improve the wellness of the greatest portion of the population in the shortest period of time. This concludes an overview of some of the more valuable areas where the Applez2Applez competitive advantages offer the most value to consumers and contribute the most to accelerating consumer loyalty to those ecosystem companies who sponsor the relationship. The next set of videos demonstrates each of these competitive advantages.